like I was talking to somebody and trying to do the picture, they're like, this person is so kind of still messed up and broken, and should they really be? And I'm like, if Jesus, think about the difference between each one of us right now and Jesus in his full glory. The difference between him and us and the difference between any one of us and each other, it's almost flattened compared to the difference between us and Jesus Christ. Do you see what I'm saying? But it's understanding that he uses us because he loves us. He enjoys growing us. He enjoys transforming us. He enjoys walking through life with us. And that we are welcome in his presence because we've been born again. We are literally his children. And he's not ashamed of his children. And he doesn't put his children in a corner and say, you're not my child. He doesn't say, I think you are worthless and you need to do so much to earn my love and my affection. He's always there saying, would you just open up your eyes and see? To know the height, as Paul prays later, oh, that you may know the height and the depth and the width and the breadth of the love of God in Jesus Christ, that you may know how much you are loved and know how much you are worth and know how important your life is and know how I've given you a gift that is absolutely essential for the flourishing of the church and the transformation of the world. Pretty wild stuff, isn't it? The importance of the church. And I've been reading from Reformation and Revival Journal from Douglas Baker. It says, both Peter and Christ made implicit reference to the temple of Pan in their conversation. It kind of makes sense, doesn't it? They're there in the midst of this temple, so kind of probably what they're talking about in this passage had reference to that temple. Peter referred to it first when he called Jesus the Son of the living God, in contrast to the lifeless stone God whose statue stood in this temple. Is that a pretty cool idea? These are all dead gods, but you're the living God. In Simon Peter's implied contrast, Jesus gave the surprise response that Peter himself was a rock. In a sense, Jesus was saying, you're right. I am not like the idol carved into the face of this cliff made of stone and sin. But you are like the cliff face. Interesting. Here, a lifeless God is pictured on a lifeless rock, but I, the Son of the living God, will be pictured in you as carved into a living rock. Peter was to be a rock with the image of Christ engraved upon him, just as the image of Pan was engraved upon this cliff. And as I engrave my image on you, and you're connected to all the other little rocks, there will be a glorious temple in the earth of the living God. I mean, what awesome imagery, isn't it?